Look at how cute this is. Look at how cute this is. This is the BOBOVR CD3 charging dock combo. This charging dock comes with the controller grips here, they're silicone grips, and a battery for magnetic wireless charging, which is super cool if you want to just set down your controllers to charge up and always be ready to use. All right, so let's get right into the review here. This is going to be a very simple setup here. It's just a controller dock to charge your controllers. There's nothing crazy going on here, so it's going to be a short and sweet video. But there are some things I want to talk about here with the CD3 charging dock. So the controllers that come with it, the controller grips, sorry, that come with it, they're pretty simple, nothing too crazy going on here. These are pretty generic, it seems like, kind of designs, so to speak, very kind of similar materials in fabric and quality and everything that I've dealt with other silicone grips. So nothing really amazing going on here that's gonna stand out. I will say there is a nice design here for the top of the controller grip, which does nicely house the controller, and this makes sure that when you are wearing the strap, your controller is not going to go anywhere and fly out if you're swinging it around like that. Another thing I do want to mention here with these specific controller grips, of course, you know, they're kind of a similar design, but everyone's going to have their own unique models. So with the BOBOVR controller grips here, we could see that the triggers are very easy to press and they're not getting stuck. On some of these silicone grips, I've seen some of the fabric kind of get close to these triggers, especially on the controller grip here, and it slides up and there's just not enough space for this button to freely move. So what ends up happening is the button will get stuck from the silicone kind of pressing against it. As you press it down, it'll just get stuck in there. So anyway, with these grips, no issues there. The space cut out is definitely wide enough, so there's not going to be any problems with these. These are pretty much top, you know, performing silicone grips as far as you could get them. The CD3 does come with a battery, of course, for the wireless charging. Otherwise things wouldn't be able to charge wirelessly with the dock. So you do have to throw in those batteries for the dock itself. Now if we move on to the dock itself, very simple design, very small. This is great for just like an easy quick desk setup. That's kind of my issue here. I don't have much desk space to lay down a bigger charging dock. So what I tend to do is I hang my Quest 3 on the wall. It charges there wirelessly, so to speak, with the battery on the back of my S3 Pro, and then when I need to charge the battery, I'll just plug it into a USB, like my phone USB. It charges it up just fine. And if I want controllers always charged and ready to go, this is where the CD3 will come into play. It's a lot smaller, like I said, and it's going to take up a lot less space, so you have a dedicated space for your controllers if your headset is separate. Of course, the charging dock by BOBOVR, the full-size one, does charge the headset itself, an extra battery, plus the controllers, so there are benefits to the larger charging dock. But if you don't have the space, this is the way to go. It's really nice. So on the dock itself, there are it's a very simple dock, nothing crazy, like I said. What you're going to do is just lean the controller sideways against it. You could use the grips with it or without, so you don't even need to have the grips on it. As long as the battery is installed, you're good to go there. There is a bit of a magnet here, so I'm able to actually rest the controller there, and you could see the magnetic design is holding it. With this one, it actually holds it too. I was hesitant with the silicone kind of getting in the way there, but no, the magnet is strong enough to hold the silicone controller as well. And you could see I'm not touching the controllers at all, so they're staying just by the magnets. There are charging lights, little indicators here to show the battery percentage and when the controllers are done charging, so you have nice lights there to show that. Nothing too crazy with the design here. There's a single USB-C port here, which will be plugging into power, of course. And then on the back, you're going to notice a little cutout here for a tiny little fan. I noticed when I first plugged it in, I did hear the fan turn on. So if you're super sensitive to noise and things like that, maybe the fan will bug you if it's in your room close to your bed, something like that, where you're sleeping. So that is something to note there. It does have a fan, and it does make some audible sound. If it's a completely silent room, you might hear the fan. So that's just something to note there. Otherwise, very simple dock, very convenient, and very small for a desk space if you don't have much space to begin with. Now I do want to mention here, we do have the G3 grips as well. Now the G3 controller grips, they will work directly with the CD3 charging dock, but the G3 controller grips, if you decide to purchase these are kind of the alternative if you don't want a charging dock at all, but you still want the controller grips. You're going to pick up the GD3s. They're the same as the CD3 controller grips that come with it. The only difference is the G3 controller grips do not come with a battery, of course, because you're not buying the charging dock with it. So yeah, if you want to pick up some controller grips, I'll leave links to these in the description down below as well. So as always, if you like the video, liking it is super appreciated and helpful as always. And if you want to see more VR content just like this, I have tons of VR videos. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. It's always appreciative there, and it helps out the channel a bunch. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye.